I think one of the things that has helped me is being authentic and true to myself, which means that if I go into a meeting or a discussion, I'm not going to unmute the mic just to speak for speaking's sake. I'll speak when I have something to say, and something important to say, right? And sometimes there's power in that because everyone's talking a lot, and everyone's talking a lot and probably moving the conversation in different directions, but just coming in with something very substantive, even once or twice during a long discussion, I think is powerful enough. I think it signals to me, I see somebody do that, it signals this person is confident in what they're saying, they know what they're saying. The second thing is very, very basic. One of my mentors and past bosses used to tell me when I would try to speak up in meetings as a very young professional, he'd say, your voice is just so mellifluous, it's just so soft, and so, to be honest, giving your voice a little bit more power is just a very practical tip, but give your voice a little bit more power. And at some point, these very practical things at some point. So I read about how I had already sort of learned the trick of sort of going through your presentation or your speech or whatever it was before the event. But I think I somehow believed it more when I heard that Obama did it, that he would stand in front of a mirror and do that, and so you're able to see yourself, you're able to see the gestures and the, how you're coming across. Although I don't think those things should really be a big deal, but somehow they matter, right? But the biggest thing is more is much deeper and much more foundational, which is boundaries. If you know yourself and you're self-aware about who you are, how far you've come in this journey, what you've poured into that journey, and what everyone else who has supported you has poured into you, then you're able to set your boundaries very clearly. Nobody's going to shove you around, right? Nobody's going to try and, minimize you or make you shrink into be a shrinking violet, literally. You have those boundaries very clear, but when it's adversarial, you're able to really establish and speak up for yourself.